So guys, the market has been very volatile from the past couple of days, and it has forced a lot of traders to think whether they would like to carry their swing trades to the next trading session, right? And I myself had to struggle a little bit for this because it's a very volatile market, and as an option seller, for me the risks are very high, right? So in case I take a wrong decision tomorrow, if there is a, let's say, a big gap up or a gap down, my position can get into some serious trouble. So I constantly have to ask my question that is it okay to carry the trades that I have today to the next trading session, right? So swing trades, as you guys know, they typically are for less than a week. So for example, right here, some of the positions that I created here, I created them on Monday, and then I added some of the positions on Tuesday. And of course, today also I added a lot of positions. And as an option seller, my swing trades are usually towards the expiry, right? With the intent that, okay, if I can sell these options at a higher price and these options, let's say, go down in value because of the time decay, because of loss of this extrinsic value, I can eat the premium. So here, for example, this option of 39,900 call option, which is at 81.95 right now, I booked a profit of about 60,000 rupees here. But let's say I held that option today, right? Instead of squaring off my position, if I had just held on to this position, let's say I think I had a quantity of 1,000 here. If I just held on to this position for one more trading day, then I could have added another 80,000 rupees potentially speaking, right? So 80,000 plus 60,000, 1.4 lakh rupees on this trade, right? So my attempt at any point of time is to see that how long can I stay in the trade, because the longer I stay in the trade, the higher the profit potential is, right? But in spite of all that, I closed my position. So as you guys can see here, that I closed all my positions. I'm not carrying a single position till tomorrow. And a similar kind of decision I had to make even yesterday. So this is the recording that I did yesterday. Up until 3:29, right? Exactly 3:29, I was not able to make up my mind what to do. So I had a quantity of through 2,000 on both sides. And since I was not able to make up my mind, what I did was I exited partially on both of them. Right, I brought the quantity down to 800. So yesterday, I think I booked somewhere around 1.2 lakh rupees, and today I booked a profit of 1 lakh rupees. And I did not have the conviction to carry my position. Now the question then comes, why? Why did I not carry my position to the next trading session? And I will tell you guys what I think. I'm not saying that this is the perfect method. I'm just sharing with you what I think, what is my thought process. It might be imperfect one, but at least it will give you the key parameters based on which I evaluate and make my decisions, and at least it will help you make up your own mind about your own trades, right? So as an option seller, what do you think I'm doing? Well, as an option seller, I'm doing something very, very simple. What I'm trying to do is that I'm establishing some kind of a boundary around the market, right? So let's say I can say that, okay, all right, this is based on the price action, based on whatever the market is telling me right now. This is the boundary in which the market seems to be moving. And as long as the market expires, the market closes in within these two boundaries, I will make money on both sides, right? I will make money from this side, I will make money from this side. That is what an option seller is doing. An option buyer, on the other hand, is doing something different, right? So let's say you bought a call option. How will you make money? You will make money if the market goes up. Or if you bought a put option, how will you make money if the market comes down, right? So the game that option buyer is playing is very different than the game that an option seller is playing, right? Now, for me as an option seller, I don't worry too much about what is going on up and down, as long as it's within the range. That's how I'm going to make money. But as an option seller, the biggest risk that I have is that the market will make a move, a very strong move, which penetrates the boundary that I have established, right? So let's say, for example, tomorrow there is a huge gap up or a huge gap down, or within an intraday basis, there is a big move. That is the biggest worry of an option seller. So how do I assess whether the market is potentially going to make a big move against me? So the number one thing that I look at is the daily chart, right? So on the daily chart, I like to see if there is a pattern that I can establish. So here right now, as you can see that yesterday, what the market did was the market made what is technically called as a dark cloud cover, which is a bearish sign. It's not technically a reversal sign. It is a sign of loss of momentum, right? So when the market is going up and it makes something like this, most likely what we can assume is that the momentum on the upside has slowed down. It doesn't necessarily mean that the market is going to crash down, right? So that is the first thing. So when the market made this move, I became cautious about holding my short positions on the put option, right? That's the first thing. So yesterday, Even though I was profitable on my put option a little bit, not a lot, I reduced my position in the put option because this clearly became a first warning sign that the put option might get into little bit of a trouble, right? So daily chart is the number one thing that you have to look out for. If there is some kind of a pattern which is suggesting that the market is going to move in that direction, then you have to take a call based on that. The second thing that I pay very close attention to is the closing price, right? So closing price yesterday, for example, the way the market closed towards the lows of the day, right? So if let's say the market did all these things, but towards the end of the day, the market would have closed a little bit higher, then my view of the market would have been a little bit bullish, right? Because on an intraday basis, anything can happen, but the closing price tells us a lot about the the strength or weakness of the market. So since the closing price was towards the lows of the day, it again made me a little bit more cautious carrying the put option position to the next day, right? And then the third thing that I pay attention to is divergence. Now this is something which is not very commonly talked about. Now if you see the price action from the past couple of days, clearly the market has been coming under some selling pressure. But in spite of this selling pressure, we cannot safely assume that this market is weak, because there is a divergence in this market, and the divergence sometimes signals that what you see is not how things really are, right? So what is divergence? So think about a person, right? So a person is talking to you, and the person is telling you, let's say, a good news, but the person is not smiling. So they are saying something, but their body language is saying something else. So in that case, will you trust what that person is trying to tell you, right? So if there is a good news, but they are not looking happy, then there is a divergence. It means something is wrong. So you will ask, "Bhai, kya ho gaya? Why are you sad?" So that is what is divergence. When we see the market giving us mixed signals. So what is divergence when it comes to trading? Well, today, for example, take a look at this. So we had Nifty mid cap, which was down 1.9%. Similarly was the case yesterday, by the way. And Bank Nifty actually closed in the green. Right? So this for me right here is a big divergence. So one sector of the market, one part of the market is healthy, is doing fine, whereas the other part of the market is very, very weak. And I don't know what is going to win tomorrow. Is it going to be Bank Nifty? That Bank Nifty has strength, which is indicates that, okay, the dips will be bought tomorrow. Or is Medcap signaling that the market is going to come down further? I have no idea, right? And that is the crux, guys. Can I say with a fair degree of certainty that tomorrow there will not be a big gap down or a big gap up? If that is the question I can answer comfortably, I am willing to carry my position to the next day. Now, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but if I can answer that question with a fair degree of certainty, I'm good with taking the trade to the next day. But today I did not have that conviction, right? So that is why I said, you know what, a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. So if I am making some money, I have already made 1 lakh rupees, 1.2 lakh rupees yesterday. I am already making 1 lakh rupees. Let me take this money home, right? And tomorrow we will see, tomorrow's expiry day, we will see what to do, right? If the market starts to show some kind of a coherent action, then I can take some more trades there. Even if not, then at least I can book the profit what I have, right? So, so three things, guys. Let me just revise it. Three things. Looking at the daily charts, looking for some patterns on the daily charts. Second thing, looking at the closing price, what is it telling us? And third thing is divergence. So at least with these three things, you should be able to come to a fairly reasonable conclusion. If you're not able to, and you are confused, then it's better to exit your trade rather than carry it forward. So I hope, guys, you will use these three parameters in your own analysis, and hopefully it will help you out in some extent.